Hey, Pat the Backyard Builder here. Well, didn't get much casting done over the summer like I planned, but I did get a lot of work done on my casting area. I've made a bunch of improvements and in the process of making a few more still, but just thought I'd give you a quick update on what's happening in my little casting area and just share some of my ideas. One of the biggest changes I've done to my area is to put this sidewalk in, and it's just a small little sidewalk about 25 feet long, and it kind of goes around part of the perimeter of my casting area. And basically this sidewalk is, well, it's functional. Like, I mean, if I ever sell the place, somebody else can use it as the sidewalk as well. So that's good. But when I put it in, I made it dead level so that I've got a gravel area right now, and I'm always struggling to try and level a mold after I fill it so that it doesn't set lopsided. And with the new sidewalk now, I can actually just simply fill a mold and set it on that area. Another thing that I've done is to take a bunch of stepping stones and make this area sort of semi-flat, and this area here is going to be where I store my barrels and materials. Got a few barrels for sand. I've got the tarp here to keep things dry. I'm going to make lids for it. One thing you're going to find with this casting hobby, if you get into it in any great degree, is that the materials can add up rather quickly. Well, something like this, I can go to the local gravel yard and I can get sand for, you know, 20-30 bucks a yard, and I just store it in these barrels and cover it up, keep it dry, and it's ready for use whenever I want to make a batch of concrete. Just put a couple of holes in the bottom. Just take a drill and drill a whole bunch of little 1/4-inch holes in the bottom of the barrel, and that'll drain any excess water. Because, you know, if you do get water in there, you don't want you know, your barrels freezing and splitting, and you don't you know, want the you know, your sand at the bottom to be sitting in water all the time. Not that it hurts the sand, but it's just, you can't use it when it's soaking wet. It throws your ratios off a bit. So it's, anyway, yeah, something like this will help keep your expenses down in this hobby. I've got 3 barrels of sand here. Got a couple more barrels. I'm going to go pick up some pea gravel and some chips. What we call road chips in Canada. They're actually smaller than pea gravel. They're about 1/8 of an inch or smaller, and it's crushed rock, and they throw it on the roadways along with the sand and salt in the wintertime just for traction. Again, something really cheap if you buy it in quantity. Now, I haven't done this next modification yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this this irrigation control cover, and I'm going to be burying this in the middle of the concrete working area. And basically what that's for is it gives me a place to put the tail of my rebar when I'm doing things like Z-bends. One thing with the rebar bender is in order to do a Z-bend like this, you need to have a place for the tail to go down. Now, you either have to raise your rebar bender up onto a sawhorse or some blocks or something like that and work with it that way, or I thought it would be just really convenient if I buried this little unit in the ground, and then all I have to do anytime I want to do some rebar bending, I just simply pop the hood off, and the tail can be put down into the hole. And I think that'll just make life a whole lot easier. anyways, now that I've got my sidewalk in place, I've got a plan. I haven't built the pieces yet, but what I'm going to do, I've got perfectly flat area. I can set down a mold. It's filled with concrete, and then I'm going to make these frames, and they'll be all nailed together and fancy and whatnot. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to be putting a frame over the filled mold. I'll just be able to lift the whole unit up and drop it down, and then it'll be boxed in so that it controls the evaporation. I'm going to have it sealed so that there's just a little vent hole. I can spray more water in it to wet the concrete later on. It'll prevent a lot of evaporation, shield everything from direct sunlight so it doesn't bake and crack in the sun. It just solves a whole lot of problems with casting outside. And basically I'm just going to have these units pre-built like this. Just, I'll fill up a mold, drop one of these units into place, and then with that in, I'll be able to set my next filled mold right on top of that, and just keep on stacking and make maximum efficient use of my space. Because one of the big problems I have right now, I've only got a 12 by 20 area for casting, which isn't all that big. Well, that's not even 12 by 20. I think it's about 11 by 17. But it's not a whole lot of space. And the problem is, I can fill this place up with concrete molds in a couple of hours, and then I have to wait a week before I can do anything. Well, with a system like this, I should be able to go as far as I can stack them. And then with a system like this, I should be able to go as far as I can stack them and really increase my production that way. So, anyways, that's what I've got planned for the area. And well, we ran out of time for this summer, so I guess over the winter I'm going to be doing some videos on mold making and modeling, because that's the other fun aspect of this hobby is making your own original stuff. A lot of people, well, there's nothing wrong with copying other pieces, for your own personal use, of course, but when you get into commercial aspect of things that you're actually going to start selling your work, well, then you run into copyright issues. But if you're just making a few things and got a favorite piece you want to copy for around the yard, well, that's no big deal. I don't know how things are in your country, but in Canada, I can make things for my own personal use. I just can't sell them legally. So I'll be showing you how to duplicate a few things, and a lot of people just start off by duplicating a favorite piece. But I'll be going more into the actual model making process and showing you how to make your own original models, and that's where I'm going to be taking the casting area of my channel is toward the model making and mold making areas. So anyways, this is probably it for the fall, and we'll see you over the winter. Okay, take care.